the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Atlanta, Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside the beautiful Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
2026 Atlanta Falcons.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Atlanta. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet it before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. A beautiful fake. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Purdy now to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First and 10.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Great play that time defensively by Zach Harrison.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here's Purdy. Throw left side complete. That's James. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs, None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On fourth down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. Devin Tompkins deep to return it. Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked.
It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And they end up with a football at the 2-yard line. Special teams putting a mark on this game early. Opening drive, block punt.
And for one team, it's a good mark, and for the other, not so good. And this is why special teams coaches are like designated hitters to me. They don't get very many opportunities. They need to maximize when it comes their way. And as we just said, one of them did.
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Nick Folk for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons.
A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Purdy. Quick slant caught by Kirk.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Purdy on a sneak. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down. 2 yards on the play.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in the first.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Purdy. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Purdy on the sneak. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
It's a gain of 2. And a 49er 1st down.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Purdy. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so was this one. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Robinson up the middle. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
The 49ers' 45-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Penix. Oh, he put it on the clock with a fumble. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
That's a gain of 8.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. And looking to throw, Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
The 31-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Got a man, it's London. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Looking to throw, Penix. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second down and 4. Penix to the air once more. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 14-0. 49ers. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Bijan Robinson.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 46-yard line.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Shotgun now with Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
That's Zach Harrison who forced his way into dropping.
It's 2nd down.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the 3rd quarter we march.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
Brings up
Well, as a wide out, when you
12
take that handoff and you're coming around the
25-yard
edge,
line.
you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
To the air, Penix. This ball down the field for Pitts.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
This 2nd and 4. Purdy from the gun.
Over the middle to Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. It's a gain of
But look what we have here, a
yards.
sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing on 2nd down. Purdy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
From the gun on third down, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
49er first down. First and goal.
This is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
Back to throw. Purdy. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from 3 yards out. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
So out come the Falcons now.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here's Penix.
Now they'll tuck this and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Purdy now to throw.
This is caught by Evans.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of
A
60
big
yards.
play there for the Niners.
And the 49ers.
And even 60 yards.
That's the
It's a
kind of
gain
play
of
this
60
offense
yards.
desperately needed. They've got to be
First down,
saying,
San
our
Francisco.
defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here's Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that will pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. McCaffrey will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, McCaffrey.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 14.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Looking to put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Robinson with another carry. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Penix. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He juked him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to number 17. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
They'll run with Robinson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here now, 2nd and goal. A play fake. Now Penix.
Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London from 8 yards out. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Full connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This is 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Purdy. That's going to be caught by Kirk. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Purdy to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's 1st down. To throw is Purdy. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Here's Purdy to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
He's back to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his heart. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
That he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.